Okay. He obviously is not having it right now. Say hi, Lalo. Hi. Say hi to the peoples. He's like, I'm not having it today. No, can I have a kiss? I got makeup on, so I kind of don't want to kiss. Ooh, thanks. He's like not having it today. Okay, you're going back in the cage because you stink. Wait. Down. Wait. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in a new space. I just moved. If you guys saw the last video, I kind of talked about that. But I moved and I live with all men, including the dog. So that's fun. So much testosterone going around. But anyway, that was a side rant. I'm gonna try to film this video before they come back because they're at the store right now, and I'm still trying to work through like how I want like these videos to look, especially in a new space. I just got used to figuring out how I want to film my videos in my other apartment, so now that we're here, it's kind of hard to figure out how I want to like film everything in the angle. Like I got my light up, but I usually film in front of a window and with the light up, but there's two windows, so hopefully the lighting isn't too weird and I'm not getting too washed out, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Obviously, if you read the title of today's video, today I'm going to be talking about my self-love journey. I wrote a couple notes down on my phone. I usually don't plan like a script, like a crazy script out on my phone. I want to stay on task. That's why I usually write out on my phone in my notes like what I want to say in videos. I don't know why this is even relevant, but like in case you guys want to know, this is why. I usually plan all my videos ahead of time, so I kind of put like talking points when I make videos because I don't want to like go on tangents, which is kind of like what I'm doing now. Usually when I talk, I go on tangents, and all my videos are like extra long because I feel like I gotta put in those tangents. Anyway, I got talking points on my phone, so we're just gonna get into it. So I kind of started my self-love journey officially about 2 months ago, but I didn't dive deep into I didn't dive deep into the whole self-love thing until maybe a couple weeks ago. That's going to be a story for like another day. Are my elbows ashy? I remember my last video they were ashy, and I didn't realize they were ashy until I edited the video. So now I've been actually thinking about making this channel more about like self-love and mental health and just kind of loving yourself for a while. Since the beginning of this year, that was actually my goal for like transitioning this channel from like a beauty channel into like more internal beauty type videos. I feel like that's kind of like my purpose and like what I truly want to do, and like speak to mostly young females, but also like even if guys are watching this and they feel like they need to reconnect with themselves, that's kind of like why I wanted to transition my whole YouTube channel. I know people still ask me to like make beauty videos and hair videos and like Poshmark videos, but sometimes you gotta go where the wind takes you. Now I don't want this channel to turn into like some big guru spiritual channel. Like I'm still gonna be weird, I'm still gonna be me, but I'm gonna be speaking from a perspective of like the things that I've gone through and using it as a way to help other people who are watching this video. I know there's a lot of people out there who are making like spiritual meditation and law of attraction, even though those are things that I do and that I believe in. I don't want to make it seem like, oh my gosh, you gotta like get crystals and do all this crazy mumbo jumbo stuff. Like I'm gonna make it as realistic and still be myself on this channel when I make these videos, because I don't think that like everyone has their own ways of like interpreting this kind of stuff, and I feel like it's the best way to like get my message across to you guys, is to just still be myself but also still like talk about it. So what made me wanted to get into more self-love, it's not that I was lacking in self-love. I kind of touched on this in my last video, talking about like how I was going through like a course that I was taking that would reconnect me with like self-love and my self-worth. It's not that I was completely lacking self-love. Self-love is a continual journey. Like working on yourself is always a journey. I feel like your life is constantly you just working on yourself, and that's basically all of what life is pretty much. So it's always going to be a journey. I look back 10 years ago when I was like 14, and I see how much I've grown and how much I've actually changed, and like how much I've grown in the whole self-love part of my life. 10 years ago, looking back, I was not in the right mental state. I did not value myself in the way that I do now, and I still have a lot to work on, but it's crazy that at 14 and now at 24, there's just a huge difference in my self-love and the way that I carry myself, and I'm just so proud to have become this person. And then I'm even more excited to see who I'm going to become in another 10 years when I'm 34. So it's crazy. Enough about me. Why is self-love just so important? I know that you'll probably hear this everywhere, but literally self-love is so important because not even just self-love, like literally any like true meaning to life can be found within yourself. Like, what is the true meaning of life? It's found within you. What is the true meaning of love? What is the true meaning of happiness? Anything that you truly want in life has to start with yourself. And this has been so difficult for me to grasp, especially as a teenager when I was going through a lot. I was seeking validation from other people and outside sources instead of looking within myself, because if anyone knows you, no one knows you better than you know yourself, unless you believe in like God or a higher power, of course. But no one on this earth knows you better than yourself. No one's woken up every day inside of your body, inside of your mind. No one knows you except you. You know what you like, you know what you don't like, you know what you can accept, and you know what makes you uncomfortable. And the only place that you're ever going to find happiness and love and like success is within yourself. When I started to like really open my eyes and realize that, everything, my whole perspective just started to change. And I constantly have to remind myself that, because it's hard. Life is just gonna throw things at you, and they're all obstacles and tests that you have to put yourself through. That's just the way that it is. But you constantly just have to remind yourself, like, anything that you want in life can be found within yourself. Like, not obviously I'm not gonna pull a Chanel bag out of my ass and be like, oh yeah, here it is. Obviously, like, not that. But like, anything valuable in life truly can be found within you, and you have to find it within yourself first before you can go find it in other people and outer sources. I know so many people who are unhappy with the way that they live their lives, or I know so many people that are in toxic relationships or feel like their partner should be giving them so much. But at the end of the day, what are you giving yourself? Like, I always think back to like the whole scenario, like when you're in an airplane and like if there's something that's happening and the mask drop down, if you can't take care of yourself first before you help someone else, you're both going to end up dying. Like, put on your mask first before you put on someone else's mask, and then you both can be in a pretty decent place. If you can't make yourself happy first and feel fulfilled in your own life, you're never going to be able to make someone else happy, or you're never going to be truly happy in any situation, in any relationship that you have, because of the fact that you're looking for it in other people instead of first finding it within yourself. And it's so important, like so important to find that within yourself. I tend to be a very empathetic person. I tend to give so much to people because, and there's nothing wrong with like being an empath and being so giving and loving. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't plan on changing that. But I also have to realize, as much as I give to other people, I have to give 10 times as much to myself first before I can really truly give to other people, because then I'll neglect my own needs and I'll forget to take care of myself. Something that my mom has really done, like almost every time that I text her or like I call her or something, she always just like checks in on me, and she's just like, are you taking care of yourself? Make sure, you know, I know you're in a relationship, or I know you're doing this, or I know you're doing that, but are you okay? Are you taking care of yourself first? And like for a while in the beginning, I would just be like, yeah, mom, okay, you know how you are when your parents are telling you to do things, especially when you're an adult. You're just like, yeah, you kind of shrug it off. But it wasn't until like early this year where I really just started thinking about, like, you're right, like I'm not really putting myself first. I'm thinking about so many other people, and that's making me miserable. Like, I'm not like trying to say it in like a joking way, but like it's making me so miserable. As much as I enjoy, you know, bringing joy to other people and caring for other people, I'm also hurting myself in the process, and that's not okay. To just sit there and to just let everyone else be satisfied, but I'm not satisfied. And at the end of the day, no one's going to be truly happy with what you're doing for them if you're not truly happy with yourself first. And that is like the biggest thing that I have to start wrapping my head around, and something that I'm working on and why I am here where I am now. I'm not Superwoman, and I have to remind myself that I'm not Superwoman and I can't take care of everybody as much as I want to. I can't. That's like the hardest part for me right now, but I also have to realize that hurt people, and if someone's hurting, the best thing that you can do for them is just, you know, acknowledge, forgive the fact that they're hurting you, even if it sucks, because when people hurt you, it's obviously not a good feeling, but it says more about them than it says about you. Like, they're not hurting you because, you know, it brings them joy. They're hurting you because truly they're hurt. The way that people treat you is a reflection of how they treat themselves, which goes deep. If you can't respect people or, you know, treat people with genuine kindness or come from a place of understanding, it's because you're lacking understanding within yourself, or you don't really respect yourself. So you kind of just let people disrespect you back, or you disrespect other people and you don't really think twice about it because you don't really respect yourself. And I think that that's sad and it sucks, and I wish that I could help people through that, but I'm not a therapist. I'm not Superwoman. I can't help everybody as much as I want to. I have to help myself first so that I can make sure that I don't put myself in situations with people like that ever again. Like, if you want to hurt me, cool, but that says more about the other person than it says about you. I used to be someone that would take that personally, but I'm also able to forgive because I understand that at the end of the day, it's not really about me. It's about the other person. So basically what I was trying to say from that scenario, I pretty much said it already, but like, how you treat other people is kind of like a mirror about how you treat yourself. So if you are coming from a place of hurt, you're going to end up hurting people, and vice versa. If people are coming from a place of hurt, they're going to hurt you. So make sure that you kind of take care of yourself first. Make sure you're respecting yourself first and being honest with yourself, because if you can't truly be honest with yourself, you can't truly be honest with other people. If you can't truly respect yourself, you can't truly respect other people. If you can't truly love yourself, you can't truly love other people. You can love other people, but not to the extent of like true love, because you can't truly love yourself, if you get what I mean. Which is why self-love is so freaking important. I want to read this quote that a coach that I've been working with posted on his social media yesterday. It said, "Don't wait for circumstances to change before you put yourself first. Put yourself first and your circumstances will change," which is so powerful. And like, I was just like, I have to share this, and like, I wanted to put it in this video as well so that you guys can understand it as well. I feel like so many people are waiting, okay, I'll give myself love when I get into a relationship. Like, no, don't wait for certain things to happen. Start now. You can literally start today. Take 5 minutes of your day, sit in the mirror, talk to yourself, and be like, I am freaking beautiful. I am a beast. I'm a badass. I deserve everything that I want in life. Like, do not just wait for things to happen in your life. Don't wait for good things to happen in order for you to start feeling good about yourself, because the times where you feel the crappiest are the times that you should be treating yourself with so much more respect. Like, it's the hard times where you need to be treating yourself the best. That's just the reality of it, because in the good times you're going to forget to do it, but when things are hard, that's when you need to go 10 times harder to focus on yourself and to be kinder to yourself, so that those things don't affect you as much as they are now. I don't know how many times I can tell you this. Like, get up. Like, it's so easy to just take a minute. Like, even if you just take a minute, 2 minutes, sit in front of the mirror, look at yourself, be honest with yourself. As soon as you find a negative thought about yourself popping up, change it real quick and tell yourself that you are beautiful and that you are worthy. Like, you honestly have so much to live for in life, and it's just like so crazy how like people will find so many negative things. And I get it, society puts so much negativity on us. Like, your mind, the negative thoughts in your mind are not yours. They are things that you have been hearing throughout society, or like people who have said things to you that are just adding up in your mind and making you feel worthless. We are not born into this world with these negative thoughts. These thoughts are being taught to us, and these false beliefs are being taught to us. They're not who we truly are, and they're not how we should perceive ourselves. We are beautiful creatures. We are such high beings that, like, I'm getting upset because I just want so much for people, because I see people who are just so valuable and they're just beating themselves up. Like, honey, hold your crown up. You are beautiful. You are a king. You're a queen. You are amazing. And it frustrates me because that's how passionate I am about the situation, because I truly believe that everyone is worth, you know, knowing their value. And I wish I could just sit down with everyone and be like, you are worth it. So another thing is just be patient with the progress of loving yourself. It's not something that can just change overnight. Like I said, 10 years ago, I was in a much worse place, and here I am 10 years later, still thinking that I'm not in the place that I want to be, but I'm much further along than I was 10 years ago when it came to loving myself. So just be patient. It's a day-by-day kind of thing. You're not just going to be happy tomorrow with yourself and completely love yourself. It takes time. Be patient and allow yourself to be patient. There are times when I'm just so impatient with myself, but I have to realize it takes time, and I'm doing the best that I can. Everyone's doing the best that they can to be the best that they can. Everyone's doing the best with what they have, especially during quarantine and everything going on in the world right now. Everyone's doing the best that they can, and just remember that you're doing the best that you can. So just be patient with yourself. It's a process. It'll be okay. You'll survive. But that is it that I really wanted to talk about self-love. I'm going to be making more videos. I'm going to be making this like a series, so stay tuned for more videos like this, self-love and all this other stuff. I do have a lot of videos planned out for you guys. If you guys ever want to talk to someone, I say this at like most of my videos, reach out to me on Instagram. It's at Casey Monique. It'll be down below if you guys want to check it out, or I'll put it on the screen. Reach out to me, DM me on Instagram if you just want to talk and rant, or like you need like some tips or some help to get to a place where you can love yourself and be happy within yourself. I will help you out and give you tips that have helped me. I will be making videos that will help you out, but again, you can always reach out to me on Instagram because I would love to talk to you guys and just brighten up your day a little bit. But remember, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are loved. I love you, and I hope you have a good day. Peace out, Girl Scouts.